Hi, Messiah. Welcome to your Monday morning devotion. This is Pastor Chuck, and I serve Messiah, all our members, friends, and neighbors as senior pastor. I want to read today from Psalm 11. That'll be the basis of our devotion today. Psalm 11 says, "In the Lord I take refuge. How can you say to me, 'Flee like a bird to the mountains'? For look, the wicked bend the bow, they have fitted their arrow to the string, to shoot in the dark at the upright in heart. If the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his gaze examines humankind. The Lord tests the righteous and the wicked, and his soul hates the lover of violence. On the wicked he will rain coals of fire and sulfur. A scorching wind shall be the portion of their cup. The Lord is righteous. The Lord loves righteous deeds, and the upright shall behold his face." Well, welcome again to this Monday morning devotional. The sort of first Monday after at least our election seems to be decided. It seems like we have a president-elect, although there are maybe some court cases that are going to unfold before that is all said and done. But I want to take this Psalm 11 sort of a little bit in that context. The psalmist starts out by saying, it's in the Lord that I put all myself, my trust, my faith, my hope. In the Lord I take refuge. And then there are these other folks who are saying, wait a minute, flee like birds in the mountains. How can you stay here in the presence of this community that's falling apart? Get out of here. Get up to the mountains. If the foundations of who we are together are destroyed, what can someone who is righteous do? And then the psalmist comes back and talks about the Lord who is above, enthroned in his holy temple, enthroned in heaven. His eyes gaze over all humankind. The Lord knows what is the righteous one and what the righteous one is doing, and what the wicked one is and what the wicked one is doing. And there's this confidence that for those who pursue wickedness, they'll get their just due. The Lord, though, loves the righteous, loves righteous deeds, and those who are righteous will see the Lord face to face. There's wonderful trust that even in the midst of community upset, in the midst of the foundations of our life together seem to be tearing apart, and people are saying, "Flee, get out of here. Let's go hide in the mountains." There's a certain confidence here that those who continue in the path of righteousness will be beheld by the Lord. They will behold the Lord, and their righteous deeds will not go unnoticed. And that there is a sense here that even though the road is difficult, there will be, we say, victory for the Lord's way of what is right and true and good and beautiful. I, am struck by that in the midst of our tumultuous times, and not purely because of the election, but because of the pandemic that's raging around us and the economic upset. It seems like all the foundations of who we are as a people together are shaken, and there are a lot of folks who are thinking, well, if it's not get out of town, maybe it's get out of the country. Maybe we should go to Canada and see what's going on up there. There's a certain sense that there's nothing holding us together anymore. But there is. There's something amazing that holds us together, and we as followers of Jesus can be attuned to that and practice it. And that's this sense of doing what is right. It's very simple in some ways. When everything is rocking and seeming like it's being torn apart around you, today, this day, one day at a time, do what's right. And we know that. We who are followers of Jesus know that in the end, doing what's right comes down to something as simple as loving God and loving our neighbor. I mean, that's the ultimate in what is right. How can we practice that today? Is there a way that you can see yourself moving into this day with a heart full of love for God and a heart full of love for your neighbor? Focusing on something like that and the little ways that that can happen today. I mean, irrespective of if someone, no matter how they behave towards you or what they think or what they say, is it possible to simply go out today with love for them in your heart? Doesn't mean you agree with them. It doesn't mean that you don't stand up for what you think is right and go forth trying to do justice and love mercy and walk humbly. It doesn't mean you don't do those things. It doesn't mean you're cowering in the face of those who desire to rock the foundations of society. No, that's not what it means. What it means very simply is that no matter who you encounter, as you stand up for what you believe is right, don't make an enemy. Don't treat those who are different from you or espouse and practice different ideals. Don't treat them as enemies. Treat them as neighbors to be loved, conversed with, seen, listened to, maybe admonished, but not demonized. For that sets us on the path of the wicked, on the path of the unrighteous, on the path of those who destroy the foundations of community. That's not who we are. We can be strong, we can stand up for what we believe, but we don't need to do it where we create a path full of enemies. Rather, with love for those we meet during the day, we will become God's living presence in our community this day. God bless you. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Love you, and we'll see you again soon. Bye now.